Hey everybody, Radaman here. Thanks for tuning in to Starsector. So we have been trying to build up our home system for quite some time now. What I am going to do is, again, just like last time, chase down some bounties to invest. We're getting pretty close to the point where the home systems will be somewhat self-reliant, but we're not quite there yet. It also appears as if I am going to have a little bit of trouble getting to where I'm heading on the fuel that I have. I didn't really realize I was this low on fuel. So if there are storms for me to sail into, count me fully 100% in. Get it to, uh-oh. There we are, no fuel. Well, I suppose this is a very good opportunity to show you what happens when you are sans fuel. It's not fun, but I am going to drift to the nearest gravity well, which is Beta Hufra. Now, in this system here, I'm essentially not going to be able to do anything. I can move around using, sublight engines, but I can't really leave because I don't have the fuel to leave. So I just let out a distress call to let nearby fleets know that I am in distress. And as I sit here, my ships that I've got in my fleet are going to eat up the remainder of my supplies until they start falling apart. Oh, here we go. Distress call was answered. I'm actually pretty close to the core worlds, so I can get aided quickly. Alright, so what do I need? We'll be grateful for whatever you can spare. I gain 155 fuel. I pay exorbitant prices, but it's better than just sitting here. And let's get out of here. Now, another... Oh boy. So they gave us enough fuel to get almost nowhere. I'm going to use these storms to lunge myself forward. There we go. So now, again, we're just about out of fuel. But, fortunately, we are able to be captured by a gravity well of a place that actually sells fuel. So I can go and buy it. Oh, yes, right. Transponder was off, and I've pissed off the Persian League as a result. My bad. Well, that was sort of best case scenario. I was rescued rather quickly. And I'm demonstrating the fact that I really need to haul around a lot more fuel with me than I currently do. Because with all the battleships that I have, I use up a lot of fuel. If you mouse over your fuel here, you could see how much you can store and how much you can use. So, as you can see there, the Legions use 11, and the Paragon uses 7, which is a lot of fuel. Constant fuel use. Okay, black market. We're buying some fuel. I'm going to sell some heavy goods. Do I want to keep the Gravitons? No, I don't. Bye-bye, Graviton beams. Open market, fuel and supplies to... No, I don't want to pay that tax. I'm going to spend a minute to hop around and buy fuel elsewhere. I suppose I should have looked at the shipyard to see if they had a fuel tanker. So, a quick reminder, Livuetta here, we are upgrading the orbital station to Tier 2. Once it's Tier 2, I will also upgrade the Patrol HQ to a military base, and then Livuetta will be somewhat well protected. Adding in industry, like shipbuilding industry, would help a lot. But the bulk of what it needs to defend against the average minor pirate raid will suffice. Let's see. Fleet, black market. Buy. Nope. Well, they have Phaetons. Yeah, I'll buy another Phaeton. I have learned my lesson. So, fleet. Just call this the thing, let's refit this. It's just a tanker to me. Augmented field drive, efficiency overhaul, nav relay. All right. Augmented field drive, efficiency overhaul, nav relay. And then basically the same weapons. This one has a rear rail. My new one will have a point defense, but essentially the same. Okay, sweet. That's about it. Oh, I wanted to share one tip from Rusty Spurs saying that one way to outfit the Doom is to design it so that it is particularly good to support the mines, which instead of the terrible pile, let me get rid of those pylon launchers entirely. In fact, I think... Well, so his suggestion was to hook it up with something that fires spam, like annihilator pods. And that way, the enemies would become overwhelmed by the amount of spam I'm sending them and not be able to defend themselves. That is a very, very good approach. There's also antimatter blasters. So one of the advantages of antimatter blasters, let's get rid of these missiles here. I will... let's put antimatter blasters in. So these antimatter blasters have, much like missiles, they have limited shots before you run out. They only have 20 shots. But one thing you can do, and they also have extraordinarily short range, but they're really good for ambushing. One thing that you could do with them is to get expanded magazines to give yourself a few extra shots. And then... Let's see, I will put in Salamander MRM pods in, so these will help to disable my enemies. Basically, I've decked this to the nines. I have no more space for anything. Oh boy. Okay, let me weapon group this. So PDs... I'm holding shift here to combine that. That was another tip I received. Very helpful one. So the antimatter blasters are going to be on 1, the pulse lasers on 2 and auto, or maybe 3 and auto, and then the MRMs are going to be on 2 and manual. All right. There is not a lot of overhead here. As you can see, not room for capacitors or anything like that, which is unfortunate. I did mention that I could possibly grab a tug, but given that I'm already very bad at outfitting and buying enough fuel, that would just go through a lot more fuel. Alright, let's see. What else do we want to do? Let's go over to buy a little bit more fuel. So our fuel storage here has gone up because we have 2 Phaetons rather than just the one. I'm going to sell my old rails. Actually, those rails I might use, so let me keep that. Obviously, I've whittled down my surplus here considerably. Let's see. Gaze into the void. We've got Gauss cannons and storm needlers. You... And these are dual flex. Okay, yeah, you could use the rails. Let's hook you back up. Yeah, weapon grouping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Use light machine guns with the flat cannons. That's good enough. Off we go. Alright, so we're pretty well fueled now. Let's go make some money now that I've just spent a whole bunch. So taking a look at bounties. That's not worth chasing. That's worth a pretty penny. As is this. I'd rather befriend the Independents, and I'll give you a reason why. The Independents will send out salvaging fleets, and being really friendly with the independents will also keep your home colony pretty well defended for free. Which, as you can imagine, pretty handy. So just doing some missions for the independents actually yields, you know, protection for myself back home. All right, my monthly income is climbing. That's what I like to see. I'm just watching what comes across my feed. Man, this section of space is very stormy. Oh, I snaked through without getting hurt. Okay, we're almost there. I suppose... Oh, boy. Okay, no. 7 days remaining. I forgot to look. So, let's see. They are the black hole system near a gas giant. Alright, let's go straight to the gas giant. Apparently, they have a fleet that is huge. Yes, they do. Bunch of apogees. Alright, open comms link. No, forget comms. Let's move to engage. I'm going to deploy the Paragon. Alright, obviously there's more ships I've yet to deploy. Let's go capture the sensor jammer. Legion follow the Paragon. I'll control my own self. Now I have to be careful with my anti-matter blasters. Essentially, I've got 30 shots till I'm out. I maybe will set the salamander pods to auto, because part of me thinks that I'm not going to be firing them. The advantage of the salamanders is I don't have limited ammo on those. So if I bring a ship's shields down, those salamanders can really cripple them and make them not be able to flee or whatever. As you can see, a few salamanders can go a long way to disable opponents. Doesn't take much to have a small ship accidentally drift into one of my mines. Oops, I just crashed into the Paragon, not watching. So there it is, a flame out. And another ship gone. And I haven't even used my antimatter blasters yet. I've been relying on mine strikes. Now, I don't, as I've mentioned last episode, I don't know how many episodes I'm going to use the Doom. It's a kind of a slower paced combat, and I'm afraid that if I use it for too long, the slow paced combat I put you guys through will dissuade you from continuing to watch. Alright, we're freeing up deployment points, but not enough for me to put a new ship in to combat here. I'm trying to be careful as to not let them charge me staying on the outskirts. Let's check in. Okay, my ships over there are totally fine. Hey, Falcon. How do you like getting lasered? Let's use the Paragon as a sort of bulwark and start working on the ships that are fighting it. Maybe I can even go in for a sabotaging antimatter blast on this Falcon here. Alright, so my salamanders are incoming into it. It just overloaded. I'm going to close the distance. And let's antimatter blast. And one more, come on. Antimatter blasters take a long time to charge down. There we go. Antimatter blast again. It's gone. I still have yet to perfect the efficiency. I'm working on it. Surprise bombs. Alright, they, whoa, alright. No giant chain cannons, thank you. Now, I believe, at this point, I have enough to deploy... Nope, I need 3 more points to deploy my apogee. Expensive. Hey, Sunder. I know your tricks. That was a nice gamble that I would annihilate them quickly before they could energy strike me. Oh no! Phase up. Alright, they're almost outfluxed. They're about to roll into some mines. 3, 2, 1, fire! Yeah, this is working for me. I mean, I don't love having limited ammo, but I'm getting more work done, I think. Alright, let's see. Let's get that Falcon. And the passive, even though I have almost no flux dissipation, the passive flux dissipation of this ship by default is pretty good. Alright, come on, mines. Something set off here. Nope. The salamander pods also did really nothing at all. Alright, mines are behind you. Alright, now for the gamble. Yep, it worked. I did enough to overwhelm their shields and stop them from harming me. I'll just keep the pressure up until they flux, and they're dead. You're dead. There we go. They didn't get the memo as quick as I did. Alright, Mr. Hammerhead, you're next. I definitely have enough deployment points to put in a apogee or something like that, but I might not want to. We've come this far. Alright, here comes the salamander barrage. He had a flame out, which means he can't steer. Woo! Direct hit. That was the antimatter blasters. You have to be very judicious about how you use your antimatter blasters, but this style of fighting is definitely fun. Don't like how he has so many fight supporters. I might be able to bomb him to death. Almost. There we go. I mean, as time goes on, I'll get better at controlling the Doom. That's just a simple fact of logging more time behind the wheel. All right, let's get Mr. Dominator here. Let's go toe to toe with a ship about our size. All right, so he has a lot of point defense. So this is going to have to be a lot more hit and run than I normally do. Ouch. That hurt. Let's back up. Oof, oof, oof. Nope, I'm not here anymore. Overloaded. Alright, I can't do the finishing blow. Dominators have a lot of armor. They're tough targets. But, I did more damage to him than he did to me. I'm just relying on the Paragon to help with some of these fighters. It's one of the true weaknesses of the Doom is it gets overwhelmed by small stuff. Let's go in for another. Oh, looks like the Paragon's in with me. Got another overload. Alright, because my ship is delicate, it overloads more quickly. And, my combat readiness will plummet as a result. It's going down by the second here, as long as I'm currently deployed. Alright, let's kill this Mora, which is the carrier there. Now, enemy fleet is officially defeated, but they still got ships left. I think their pirate, the leader, is still alive too. So the ability they're using right now is like a near invulnerability ability. So there's not much point in shooting it until that comes off a cooldown, and there it goes. It's off a cooldown. Bomb that little bad boy. Alright, let's get this apogee. I don't know if you're the bounty or not. I didn't really check on what the bounty person looks like. I gotta approach them phased, because I think they are faster than me, yeah. How close are you to the edge of the map? You're not that close. I mean, you're close, but I should be able to close the distance. One apogee just retreated. I don't like that. Oof. I just took a ton of damage. Something hit me in the front of my ship real hard. Yeah, I'm getting malfunctions. Alright, let's just claim victory here. Pursue them. Order second command. And ship recovery. They have a Falcon that's worth recovering. Pick through the wreckage. Hephaestus autocannons. Funny enough, the only thing that survived was the bounty itself. And I set my second in command yet again. Alright, picking the debris. I also leveled up a little bit, so let's go with minus supply use for maintenance for all ships in the fleet. That'll be really, really nice. That also gives me additional accessibility of the colonies that I govern. Meaning that if I check my administrator, what do you do again? Industrial planning? Okay, I'll leave him in for now. Well, that bounty is done. Everything else offered is far away or whatnot. This one is doable. Let's refuel a little bit on our way there. Oh, there's a teeny bounty on the dude in the Penelope Star. but it's small enough that I might not go for it. Just like last time at the end of last episode, me chasing that teeny little bounty was just kind of annoying, if I'm being honest. Okay, so my combat readiness is particularly low. I let myself get beat up a lot in that fight. By just that last apogee, I actually fared pretty well right up until the end there. So one of the things I also want to save up for is, ouch. Where is that new bounty? Oh, that's sort of in my home system, or near my home system. I also want to save up for a new ship that I use more efficiently than the Doom. At some point, I'll probably be obliged to go full battleship, but I don't want to do that just yet. That was what, a heavy blaster? Hang on, let me make sure I know what I'm selling them. All right, let's keep the Hephaestus. This is the Annihilator rocket pods that I was referencing, which could help to overwhelm defenses. There's some antimatter blasters. High intensity laser. I'll set that aside. And I don't need the heavy blaster. All right. As far as fleets go, they have more Phaetons. Let's go on the black market, sell 10,000 light years, this ship, for decent haul. There seems to be some sort of pirate kerfuffle, them scrapping or whatever, but I don't much care. Let's go for the huge bounty. Where was that? The pirate base bounty. So this is near somewhere around here. No one really knows for sure. Is there anything for me to do? Liverwood is still updating and upgrading, and I don't have enough money for the Miller base, so I'll wait. Whoa, storms, no! Tragic hysteria. Oh, and I'm just gonna get hit by a bunch of storms here. Just two. Could be worse. Alright, pretty soon. Oh no, my oh wow, Glitch was hit real hard by that storm. Says repair is completed, but no, I don't think so. Let's turn off our transponder. There is a makeshift buoy in this system, so that's generally an indicator that there could be pirates. So the battle station that I have back home, we've upgraded to a tier 2, which means that the stability is increased here considerably, and the ground defense strength and the ships that I deploy in the area will be better as well. So let's take a look. Let's regenerate. We want more warships than carriers. Let's go with ship quality and size. Get some bigger ships. So this typical heavy patrol here will become considerably better once I'm able to manufacture ships. Right now it's just relying on sort of salvage or whatever. I'm not even sure how they build ships, to be perfectly honest. Alright, this is the fleet that I'm after to hunt. Or rather, these are the fleet that are... Oh my god, that's a huge fleet. It's a fight I can win, but not all of them. That's too many. Alright, let's get rid of their nav buoy. I'm going to break it for salvage. If I hacked it, they would just... Or if I captured it, they'd just capture it back. Now, ideally, I'd want to hit their pirate base with not those giant fleets guarding it, and I just did. One thing I don't have is Marines to launch a raid against bases that I attack, so I really should start to build up a deployment of Marines so that I can raid the bases rather than just blow them up, because they do have loot, and I'm going to have to remember to do that. Okay. It's a three-sided base, but it is not a particularly strong one. On the other hand, I literally don't have shields on this ship, so I'm not particularly well suited to fight stations unless I have someone running point. Ooh, that hit. And hurt. See if I can't ambush it as if it's a ship here. 3, 2... Got it. Now let's try for the big section. Alright, I took their shields down. Which, honestly, given that I have my Paragon right here, should be enough. There we go, another volley. Big damage. And... gone. Alright, last side. Alright, they blew up my my mines. But I kind of just sent it knowing that they'd be blown up. Lining up some shots and some mines. 1, 2, 3, and shots. I need to get out of their range because I am flux maxed. And back in. Oh, well. That's about to blow up anyway. Hope my mines don't hit Paragon. Couple ammo, and we're done. Claim victory. Now, one thing I'm going to need to do is to get out of dodge quickly because there was honestly a ton of pirate fleets around here that are not going to take too kindly to the fact that I just blew up their base. So I'm keeping an eye out. They absolutely know where I am because I just blew up their stuff. I don't know why I wanted to survey it. All right, let's skedaddle. I'm just going to transverse jump. Oh, that is a fleet sitting right outside there. Babysitting. So now, Livuetta, we are going to upgrade the patrol base to a military HQ. Up from a patrol HQ. And what kind of bounties are around me now? I have some already accepted. Nothing's really come across my plate. I'll just head back towards, what are you? Oh, friendly salvage. Oh, I was chasing them, flew myself right into a storm, and got my own ship, capital ship, harmed. I could also do some surveying requests and stuff like that, but let's see about these bounties. Well, I'm not so sure I want to fight 5 legions. 2 legions is still pretty bad, but, like, that's more reasonable, I suppose, than 5. Alright, so we're at Penelope Star. I don't want to do that Penelope Star mission, so let me keep going. I'll head towards that fighting the 2 legions battle. Oh, also let's... Wait. Transponder on. I don't want to be fined or piss anyone off. We also leveled up Vreedog. Oh, man. Alright. I guess advanced countermeasures. It's not a skill I particularly care for. But whatever. Can't be perfect all the time. Alright. Another thing I could do, I did just mention, is bring a contingency of Marines. Now, they're expensive, but they'll allow me to raid pirate bases and the like. For now, I'm actually going to ditch the added magazines. I haven't really been using it. And I gotta say, the integrated targeting unit, I'm going to get rid of too. And the reason being, because of my range is so short, so small, the added, maybe that's, no, I don't know. I don't know if the added, I'll do it. I'll keep it. I'm a wuss. I want to fire from a distance. You heard it from me first. Let's see if there is something to buy here, though. No. Wow, their open market, or their black market sucks. Alright, bounties. So that one's offered by the Hegemony. Oh wow, there's a bounty on a dude right next to Rama. So I'll try to do both of those. That should net me some cash. We're starting to have to go against battleships. I don't know how powerful the Doom is. I mean, the Doom is actually pretty strong against battleships, but it can't, like, one-shot pop them. However, oh, let's just hit the storm. The mines are stronger against slower moving targets because you can't really avoid them as easy. Ooh, no, I didn't want to hit the storm. A Starliner class ship. Oh yeah, I'll recover it. So those ships are passenger ships. They increase the amount of fleet capacity that you can have, much the way that these increase your storage and these increase your fuel. So now my max crew here, if you take a look at how many people I can have, this Talon Legion has 1,500. Well, this civilian transport also has 1,500. It acts like a battleship-sized ship, but doesn't have a crew of a battleship. So if you're potentially going to salvage a bunch of enemy ships and you need crew to, you know, to captain those ships, get those kind of... so where are you? You are Huffer Nebula. You are near a rocky, unstable world. Somewhere in this nebula. Alright, let's head over to the nebula first. Frozen. Alright, there's a rocky, unstable world there. Yep, you're probably here. Transponder off. You're pulsing me, so yeah, you definitely want to fight. I'm good with that. Again, not really able to field a lot of ships here. I think I'd rather have the Paragon in play. And I'd rather put the Talon in because it's not damaged over the Robinator. No offense to Robinator. Alright, let's deploy. Same sort of setup. I'm going to go after the Sensor Jammer because that lowers enemy range. And I already have ECM Warfare, so I already decrease enemy range by 11%. And I also have Coordinated Maneuvers, which increases my top speed by 5%. So if we can add in this Sensor Jammer, we'll be able to fight a range war. Alright, so now they're down 16%. Bye-bye. Oof. I suppose with my lasers, it kind of helps to have range, and my Phase Blaster. I kind of, I'm glad I kept the targeting unit. Well, that Paragon is just melting targets. Yowie. Alright, so their legions are coming in. Enforcer's gone. Overloaded. And flame out. Man, this Falcon really wants to go toe-to-toe. I might be needed. No, it looks like the other ships are okay going toe-to-toe with the legions. I'll head over there, though. That's where the real action is. After I clean up these wolves. Be gone. Thoughts? Oh, you're lucky you activated your big shields. That last mine was gonna blow up on their face. Alright, I don't really want to be fighting these small fry fights, so let's get over to the big ships. Start cutting through them instead. I have enough to put the Apogee in. Yeah, let's put the Apogee in. Apogee, go escort the Paragon. Alright, 3, 2, 1, and fire. Got it. Now, I know I'm a bigger ship than that, but still, knocking their ships out of play is good for everybody. I don't want to be this close to my own mines. Alright, let me heal some flux and go after the big ship. So, let's see how much I can go against a battle carrier. I fired. I almost outfluxed it. Got some other good hits, but this enforcer here is pushing me back. Go away, wolf. There we go. Worth the ammo. Every time I fire on a small ship, I have to ask myself, is this worth the shot or not? Because I have a limited amount, and I only have 13 bullets left. Like this is worth a shot. On this one, probably not. Oh, but my flux got pretty high. Go away. What are you, Centurion? Oh, another phase ship. What, you think you can drop in on me? I drop in on you. Bye-bye, Gremlin. Alright, so one of their legions just got disabled. I had nothing to do with that. Where's their other legion? I have no idea. It might have fled. Well, let's go after the Falcon that's still up west of me. Actually, you know what? Let's search and destroy. Let's tell everybody to full assault and not camp the sensor jammer. The Legion just hit their burn jets to hit the Falcon here. This Falcon's on borrowed time. Nice barrage. Alright, one of the legions retreated. I don't know if it's the bounty or not. Oh, my point defense did not work there. Their point defense failed. They just had a flame out. Going in for the kill. You, my little friend, are about to get rocked by the doom. Rip. And that's one of the real powers of the Salamander MRM pods. Is, yeah, like, alright, they don't do a lot of damage, but they open windows of opportunity for my ship to do what it does best, which is to move in on a crippled opponent for a killing blow. Alright, what ships? Oh no, they're still fielding ships. They have a Heron and I think a Falcon up there? No, what is this? This is a Griffin? So one of their legions ran, but the rest did not. I'm also going to be out of combat readiness soon. No, actually, my peak performance is still pretty good. I have a... It's not as high as it could be, but I haven't been deployed for too long. Alright, let's go rip up their, more ships here. Surprise mines! Oh. Yeah, don't let your flux get that high when you're not a agile, quick-moving ship, because I'll catch you, I'll kill you. This Dominator here is not fast. Has a lot of point defense, though. Let me hide behind the husk of their fallen friend here. And blow up the griffin. There it goes. It wasn't entirely me, but I did drop some mines on it. Alright, going in for the KB, the killing blow. 3, 2, 1, dead. Who'd you got left? There's a hammerhead over here. Cute. Bye-bye. So easy with the mines, man. Alright. Claim victory. Pursue. Second in command. Let's let some of the ships that did not see battle take them out. They have another Legion to salvage. Sure. I'll take it. Auto pulse lasers. Anything else in this? Hypervelocity drivers aren't bad. Got the bounty. Ooh, what is this? Already known. Flux. Alright, well, that's about all the time I have for this episode, guys. I hope you'd enjoyed the Doom combat. I'm trying to make it a little bit smoother and more rapid. I think I've done a pretty good job of that. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree. Tune in next time, and I will start to invest my bounty money into the planets. Pretty soon, those planets are going to start really doing something. You'll see what I mean soon. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll catch you all later. Adios.